Well, hello, folks. How are you? Good to see you again. Good old scores back again. Okay, everybody got your coffee? Yeah, that's the rules. You can't do this stream without the coffee. Gotta have it. I got me a good big old mug to last me a little while. So, how's everybody doing? Huh? Hmm. Let's see who we got with us so far. My usual crew, all my good mates. I got Sable Eagle in the crowd. How you doing, Sable? Carl Edwards. Hello, sir. We missed you the last couple of weeks. I wasn't on last week because I wasn't feeling well. I was a bit under the weather, folks. I'm really sorry about that. Just wasn't up to it. But I'm doing better this week. So good to see you again, Carl. Been a while. Let's see who else we got with us here. Looks like we got Dr. Nimrod. Hello, sir. How's things back home in Ireland? Hope things are going well for you, buddy. And let's see. Anybody else? Clive Wells, my good mate Clive. How are you doing, sir? Always good to see you in the chat, even though you're, well, bug me. But that's all right. Yeah, always great to have you here. Anybody else pop in that we haven't seen? Jens, hello, Jens. How are you? Good to see you again. Your pal Al, hello. Anybody else? Anybody else? That looks like it for now. I'm sure there are going to be more joining. Blue Marble, hey, Blue, how are you, mate? Great to see you, buddy. And anybody else? Yeah, well, that's it for now. All right, well, here we are back again for another hour and a half of shooting the shit session. Throw it at the wall, see what sticks, right? Yeah, not much is really up with me. I've been struggling trying to kind of keep things together here. I'm sorry if I'm coming across a bit on the red side or maybe a bit on the blue side. It kind of goes back and forth in between. Um, Cameras had it. I think this might be the last on camera stream for quite some time. But that's okay. I'll keep kicking it and fiddling with it, see how long I can keep it alive. As far as everything else is concerned, let me know if there's too much of a flicker from the camera or if you're seeing any at all. Also, any audio issues, let me know so I can stay on top of that and kind of mitigate it as best I can. But for now, I think we're doing okay. So we'll just carry on. Um, yeah, I haven't had a chance to get in touch with Hilda. I was hoping maybe to have her on again soon. Last week, unfortunately, I was sick, but it was her birthday last Sunday. So if she manages to pop into the chat tonight, everybody just wish her a happy belated birthday. Okay, I know I'll do the same. I was just under the weather and just got too busy to get in touch with her this week. So, but I'm sure we'll be hearing from her soon. We're still in the middle of the rainy season here. Fuck, man. We get flooded out in this neighborhood just about on a daily basis. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Um, what? Sable? What are you talking about? What do you want? Just been out to get apples off my reluctant tree. Damn thing spent about 15 years just growing. It never even flowered. Produced all of 2 apples last year. This year, finally, dozens of them. Cool. That's awesome. Grab those apples, mate. Make yourself a nice apple pie or whatever. You know, I love apples. I think they're one of my favorite fruits. Not my favorite fruit, but one of my favorite fruits. Let's see. A few rotten, a few shriveled, one eaten by wasps, three full of bite marks from blackbirds. But I'm getting fruit, and they are good apples. Well, there you go. What can I tell you? Ooh, yeah. See, Clive agrees. Apples, apples, apples. Woohoo! They're awesome. They are awesome. Depends on the kind of apple you're growing, though. Okay, you got to be growing good Spartan apples. They're the best, man. Nice, crisp crunch, beautiful sweetness. Then you got the Macintosh. They're good as well, but a little bit on the softer side. But Granny Smiths. Granny Smiths, not much good for eating because they're a bit on the sour side, but they're the best for apple pie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, yeah, we get a pretty good variety of apples here in Vietnam. They grow just about every fruit you can imagine here. I swear to God, it's like the abundance of fruit in this country is unreal. Uh, my favorite fruit, my favorite fruit used to be peaches, but since I've been in Vietnam, that's changed. They have this here is the first place I've ever lived where they actually grow and sell mangosteens. And oh, I love those things. That is now my new favorite fruit. They are awesome. Um, well, yeah, of course. I mean, they have to do that to be able to keep up with commercial demand. You know, and then of course nowadays everything's getting into the genetically engineered fruit. You know, just to increase the yields. And I can understand why farmers are doing it, but still, not not quite the same as a real, proper, natural apple. You know, or any fruit for that matter. But then again, hey, you're all free to disagree with me if you wish. um, yeah, that's right, Nimrod. Sable, get on that, okay? Some good, strong cider. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Um, well, yeah, you're right. You definitely need much more than just a couple. You know, that's why if you're going to get into commercial production, you need an entire orchard. You know, a couple of hundred trees at least. Uh, some of the apple farms or apple orchards rather back home in Western Canada on in Vancouver, BC, freaking acres and acres and acres of apple trees. Man, never seen so many apples in one place at one time. You know, but that's commercial production. What can I say? Got to keep the masses happy. Anywho, yeah. So I don't know really what we're going to talk about today. School year is moving along as usual. You know, crazy kids got a full schedule and then some. Probably going to end up getting more. A lot of the newbie teachers that started this year, they made it through September and they're starting to figure out, wow, this a lot more work to this than I thought. You know, so kind of worried we might lose a few. I'm hoping not, but hey, if they do, well, let's hope I don't have to do too many covers because I haven't got many more hours left in the day with my schedule. But yeah, working our cans off, man. Working our cans off. Really, really feeling it at my age. You know, I'm hopping in and out of a taxi at least 4 to 6 times a day to get to all the different schools I teach in on a daily basis, and they're all on the outskirts of the freaking city. There's nothing close by to the office. All of my schools are at least a 35-minute drive or 20-minute drive to get to. You know, oh, it's tiring. And then every school where I teach, because I teach grade 5, that means every school I teach in, my classes are on the top floor. So I got to usually climb up 2 or 3 flights of stairs to get there. You know, ah, man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the pain, people. I'm really feeling the pain. Ah, and who said a teacher's job was easy? That's what I say. Absolutely. Traveling teacher. Well, yes, kind of. Absolutely. Traveling within the city. But yeah, I'm in District 11 at one end, and then the next class, I got 10 or 15 minutes to get a taxi from there to like across to District 3, which is on the other side of central center of the city. I'm doing that every day. 2 classes in the morning, usually 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And generally, unless it's a really far away school, the 2 classes are in 2 different schools. So I'll have like 20 or 25 minutes between classes to commute by taxi to the other school. It's only for my far away schools where I have to go more than 35 minutes to get to the school from the office, where my second class will generally be in that same school. So I've got a couple of those, but that's it. The rest of them, I'm commuting from class to class, school to school, at least twice a day. So yeah, it's I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. Oh my god! But yeah, so I haven't really Got any updates for the flip side? I haven't still heard anything from Crafty in a while. But my guess is the last time I did manage to have a quick Discord back and forth with her, it's probably looking like she's going to be off the scene probably until Christmas. So let's all pray and hope and look forward to maybe having her back up to snuff after the Christmas holiday, and get the flip side, proper flip side, back up and running, and get Crafty back on the scene, because I miss her. I really do, and I miss the real proper flip side, and I'm sure you guys do too. So working hard to keep this slot active until then, which is why I'm doing the real reason Flipside edition, just to keep the slot active, so that you guys have somewhere to be and something to do, and to look forward to each week, like you did with the Flipside. So yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, but we're doing the best we can. Um, so what's that? What's this? At least you're not teaching in the USA, so you don't need body. Yeah, well, it's sad, but it's true. It's getting to the point where teachers in the USA are like on the borderline of deserving danger pay for their jobs. It's craziness. It really is crazy. It should not be that way. you know and I understand all the gun laws and people's right to own firearms, but still, something's got to be done. And it just it baffles the mind that people are more concerned about their right to own a goddamn uh, an automatic weapon from the U.S. Army issue, than they are about the lives and safety of their friends and family. It's sickening. It's disgusting. It's got to stop. It's just got to stop. I get a little bit passionate about that, but I probably have a really, really, how can I say, a really tough stance on it, or opinion. But that's how I feel about it. It's got to stop. Yeah, you're right. I'm sure she is. It's taking care of a little one is not an easy task, and I absolutely understand 100% why she's still down and out for a while. And I wish her all the best of luck. But I miss her. I miss doing the show with her. I want her back. I know. I'm sure you guys want her back too. So we're working really hard to keep the slot active until she is back, and we'll get this ball rolling again. Okay. But in the meantime, Crafty, if you're lurking or if you're listening, just take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. We understand you, babe. We understand you, and we just hope you come back soon, because we miss you. I miss you. Okay. So there. Uh, okay. But my freedom. Yeah. Uh huh. Uh huh. Well, of course she's going to take time out after Spud comes along. I mean, Spud's not ready to be left alone for even a minute, you know. But yeah, I know, Clive. I wish we'd had her back a bit ago, but you know, that's just that's what new moms do, and gotta respect it and support it. You know. So yeah. Uh, well, yeah, I understand that. It's tempered by the world we live in, and you're right. I mean, the world is not the same place it was when you and I were young. You know, where sending your kids on their own to the park, or letting them play outside on their own without supervision, that was okay when we were kids. I mean, like, the world was a safer place, it seemed, but now it's just become an absolute war zone, uh, in some parts of the world. Um, and unfortunately, the U.S. is one of the biggest, and it's really sad to see. You know, yeah. It is bizarre to me as well, Clive. I don't think I'll ever get my head around it. I really don't. I mean, I understand a bit of why they feel the way they feel because their laws are so well, their rights are so ingrained. They're really strongly passionate about their civil rights, and rightly so. But my only question is, should guns be a civil right? Should the right to carry and own weapons that are designed for no purpose other than to kill something, should that be a civil right? I mean, I understand when it was first written, when there was a need for a public militia to rise up against a government that was getting out of control. Uh, but that need is just not there anymore. It's it. I'm sorry, but no, I just don't agree with it anymore. So, but then go on and hate me if you wish, but that's the way I feel. You know. Um, yeah, sometimes it does seem that way. Sometimes it does seem that way. I mean, look at the flat Earth movement, right? No bigger poster child for the devolution of or devolving of human intelligence than flat earthers, right? Unbelievable, intellectually deficient biospecimens. Oh God. Well, yeah, they have been scared, and rightly so. I mean, with the way things are, most people in the states are scared shitless, and you know everybody's scared shitless for different reasons. But still, I mean, I don't know. Maybe my stance on it is too hard, too harsh, but no, I can't get my head around it. So, well, yeah, you're right, Carl. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Exactly, and that's been said about the scientific community for a long time. Just because we're able doesn't mean we should. Doesn't make it right. You know, and that's what a lot of people that have that same sentiment when it comes to DNA sequencing and cloning. And to a degree, I kind of understand, but you know, progress is progress, and if we don't make progress, we stagnate. We start going back, and we don't want that. You know. Let's see. Okay, Boomer from Blackrod. Hey, how you doing, matey? Haven't seen you in a donkey's age, man. Unbelievable. Hi, guys. Being Aussie, I slept at night knowing no one has a gun. Yanks sleep having a gun. Same net result without the school shootings. Yeah, you're kind of right there, Boomer. You're kind of right. So, let's see who else we got here. Jen says I was into target shooting years ago, owned firearms, but that required courses, training, and gun safety and responsibility first. And absolutely, I have no problem with that. That is a legitimate hobby, something I used to enjoy when I was younger as well. Uh, but does that mean you should be able to carry a loaded weapon uh, concealed uh, just cause? America. No, I'm sorry. I don't think you should. I really don't. But I'm just one of those real. If I don't like something, I speak up, and you either agree with me or you don't. Either way, you know. But nothing against any Americans out there in the side chat. Okay, I'm not coming down and ragging on you. I'm just saying, listen, I don't get your gun laws. I don't get why you should have the gun rights that you do, and why the gun violence is so unbelievably out of control. You know, I wish there was a way that the rest of us could help and just stop. Kids are losing their lives, and that's just no. It's got to stop. You know. Uh, yeah, scientists were so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to think whether they should. Exactly. Exactly. Good quote, Dr. Ian Malcolm. And that's exactly right. Just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should do a thing. And that I think has never been quoted more accurately than this. Uh, it, yeah, the same here. Same here. But now that's a real possibility, and that's why I can understand why people are doing it now. But I wish there was a way we could find a way to stop it. You know, and a lot of it's got to do also with bolstering the police forces and giving police better uh, um, just better work environments and pay them what they're worth and show them that be the support that the police need us to be so they can help to protect us. I mean, am I so far off base in saying that? I mean, I don't know. It just it baffles my mind. It really does. It just baffles my mind. Um, hmm. Yeah, well, a lot of times muggers are their IQ is less than the weapon they're holding. So a lot of times muggers eh, are easy to deal with in certain ways. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed. That's why they're in the street mugging people instead of getting a job. You know, uh, that could be a little bit uh, simplistic, but hey, you know, I've been mugged a couple of times, and just like you, the first one is by at knife point, but the old military kicked in, and he was taken care of pretty quick. The second one again was at knife point, but he took me by surprise, and I took a poke in the back of my shoulder blade, and he got off of my wallet. But it wasn't that bad. I just lost a couple of $100. That's all. So um, let's see. Yeah. Well, exactly. I mean, it becomes anarchy, right? If you don't have government control and police and law enforcement in place, it just becomes anarchy. Everybody makes up their own rules, and they'll just pop each other off whatever it takes to get that next meal or protect their family or whatever. It just becomes absolute chaos, and it scares me to think that the U.S. is headed exactly in that direction. It's gonna boil up and break down, and uh, I fear for them. I fear for them. I really do. But again, that's just my opinion. So, but you know, it's the way they seem to want it. So, but anyways, that's enough about that. I've said my piece, and I think you're pretty clear about how I feel about guns. Unless you're a cop or a soldier, I don't see the need for you having one. That's all there is to it, and I'm going to stick to that belief. Um, to to quote Bo of the fifth column, if you think you saw someone stealing baby food, no, you didn't. Oh man. Somehow that makes sense. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Well, yeah, exactly, Carl. I mean, they really should not be required unless you're law enforcement or military. And even then, only when required should they be issued out to personnel. you know. Um, but yeah, let's face it, the world ain't that civilized, safe place it used to be when you and I were young. You know, world's gone to hell in a handbasket, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How? Where did we go wrong? You know. Well, yeah, it is kind of crazy the things that they do ban. Pistol grip that extends farther below the bore axis than the butt of the rifle. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Who cares? You know. The fact is that the pistol grip, no matter how long it is, it's not going to change the way you operate the weapon. It's all about holding it steady and squeezing that trigger. Who gives a shit how long the butt is or how long the pistol grip is? Why should that make any kind of difference? I don't get it. I just don't. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, you see 8 guys in full Spetsnaz gear with AKs lining up to kick down the door and bust into a house. Do you check whether their pistol grips extend farther below the bore axis than their butts? Exactly. I ain't looking at no pistol grip. I'm looking at fucking muzzles and the first exit out of there. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, yeah, I mean, and this could become an all night discussion. Things can get heated, so I don't know if we should continue this. I just don't want to piss off any Americans in the chat because I love y'all, and you got your rights and more power to you. But I'm just saying, I wish there was a way we could make things safer for all, and that includes you. You know, what's the latest one you heard, Sable? Uh, at least broader. Any semi-automatic rifle in a caliber larger than 22 that's fed from the reciprocal box magazine. Okay, finally, not a stupidly narrow rule. Yeah, I mean, again, do you really need a 30 round mag to go duck hunting? Because that's the excuse they give you. Oh, we're just going hunting. Ho, ho, ho. You know, it only takes one bullet matched up with one idiot to kill somebody. You know, and to me, caliber doesn't matter. A bullet's a bullet. You put it in the right place, it's going to kill somebody. That's all there is to it. You know. Ah, Hilda, how are you? Hello. Hmm. Everybody, Hilda's in the chat. Everybody give Hilda a beautiful belated happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, kiddo. Sorry I couldn't get a hold of you. It's been a crazy week and I was sick last Sunday. So happy birthday to you, kiddo. Mwah! Love you. And there you go. Everybody's sending their belated birthdays to you, sis. Good to see you again. Hope you had a good week. Yeah. Let's see. Sable says, Hilda Bilda, hi and happy birthday. And we got a bit of a Trump birthday cake from Carl Edwards. And we got belated from Carl Edwards. Awesome, awesome. And Jen says, happy belated birthday. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You don't. Absolutely. Dr. Nimrod gives you a big happy birthday, Hilda. Uh, Hilda says, no problem. At my age, I just another day, really. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I know. It's getting to the point where I really don't give a crap about my birthday anymore. As a matter of fact, this year, I damn near forgot my birthday if it wasn't for Pearl saying happy birthday to me the day after. I damn near forgot about my own birthday, you know? So you get to our age, it's just, yeah, the, the specialness of the event just wears off. But happy birthday anyway. Sorry I missed it, and hope you have a great coming year. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah, more fun for the kids. You're right, Hilda. More fun for the kids. Not so much an adult thing. It's always been more of a kid thing, huh? The birthday parties, the toys for extra gifts during the year. And yeah, I get you. I get you. You're right. Uh, there you go. Happy still being alive today, Score. Well, thank you, Nimrod. Thank you. Uh, every day is a question mark, right? Yeah, absolutely. You had a Cinnabon. Oh, Hilda, you lucky thing. Oh, we don't have Cinnabon in Vietnam. Oh, those things are killer, man. The best cinnamon rolls ever. Oh, I'd kill for a Cinnabon right now. Oh, absolute delicious. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Every day we wake up is good news. 2 feet in a heartbeat. I'm doing okay. So yeah, yeah, it's been an interesting week. So, but we're into a new month now. Schedule is staying the same, so it's going to be another busy one. But I'm going to try my best to keep my camera alive as long as possible. But even if I have to revert to avatar mode, I'm going to do my best to make sure I stream every week. And if I don't, watch the community tab on my channel. I'll announce there for some reason I can't make a live stream, but I'll try and make up for it in other ways. Um, I'm thinking I might. I'm thinking I might refocus the Pain of Progress channel. There just doesn't seem to be much interested in it anymore. I'm going to try my best to get the next episode out and get the rest of the series finished. But it could take a while because I just don't have the time to spare for it all. So I'm just kind of nibbling at it bit by bit whenever I've got a spare minute or two. But I will get it out. But then I think I'm going to refocus it. Do more, not shorts, but shorter videos, quick videos on a very specific niche topic within the realm of history. So yeah, watch for that. I'll announce that on the community tab on the Score channel because I don't have that on POP yet, not enough subs. So just watch the Score channel community tab and the Discord for any announcements about either channel. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. Well, yes, Cinnabon anywhere can kill you if you eat too much. And secondly, she's not in Canada, she's in Dubai. Well, they're not hard to make at home. But if you want to make them Cinnabon style, that ain't no easy feat. Yeah. Well, yes, of course, I can get all the ingredients and make cinnamon rolls here, but to make them properly the way Cinnabon makes them, I need a proper oven and proper pans and all that stuff. And I don't. The one thing you'll find most common here in Vietnam is any house you go into, chances are 90% that you're not going to find an oven in that house. And chances are you might not even find a stovetop, just a gas or electric cooker. That's it. That's Vietnamese kitchen. I mean, they don't do that kind of stuff, and it's sorry, but I've never come across a house yet that had an oven built into it. and I can't afford to have one put in because they're fucking expensive here. No, not puff pastry. No, God, bite your tongue. No, puff pastry. No, you need a proper bread dough recipe that's going to come out nice and fluffy when it's baked. It's yeah. No, don't use puff pastry. Yeah, in score, I would kill for a Cinnabon, but in Canada, Cinnabon kills score because in Canada they're so damn easily accessible. I'd eat myself to death on those things. Here, if I saw one, it would be like the rarest beast in Vietnam. I'd do anything to get to it first. Yeah, no, no. The majority of the public and the majority of the households here do not have ovens. It's mostly the Vietnamese people who've come back from the U.S. or something, or born in the U.S. and come here, or foreigners uh, that actually will invest in putting in an oven. Like you can get them here, but to buy them and have them installed is pricey. And But yeah, in general, they're not part of a normal fitting out of any house when it's built. It's just not done unless you specifically request it. Um, yeah, I know you got Tim Hortons there too. Don't you worry, Hilda. Don't you worry. When I get my lily white ass over to Dubai again for another visit, you know damn well where I'm dragging you. We're going on a tour. Oh yeah, Canadian maple. Oh damn, that's so good. Oh, I couldn't agree more. You're killing me, Hilda. You're killing me. Yeah, we can get a slow cooker here. Don't really often have a very much use for it because Vietnamese cuisine really most of it is just soups. Like noodles and rice. And we have a rice cooker, and that's for sure. But a pressure cooker, no. It's usually just meat boiled in the soup type thing, or braised over day. Oh, like for an afternoon or something. But yeah, we I used to have a pressure cooker, but Pearl didn't like it. She thought it was too dangerous. It always scared her. So yeah, a king cake. Refresh my memory, Al. King cake. Hmm. I've heard that before, but I can't quite remember what it is. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, your brother's house was 2 minutes from a Timmy's. Listen, if you live in Canada, everybody's house is 2 to 5 minutes away from a Timmy's. Yeah. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not in one particular school. I travel from school to school to school, and I have like 5 or 6 different schools that I bounce between through the week. So, yeah. Actually, there's really good bakeries here. Really good bakeries, and well, that's all part of the culture here because of the French colonial occupation. Uh, Bakeries are just become part of the culture here, baking. But they bake some weird shit. Yeah, I've seen some bakery stuff that is not what you would expect to see. Uh, Really, it's all bakery to the Vietnamese taste and style. Uh, but you can get some of the basic stuff like donuts, but they're not quite the same here. The frosting is often too dense and too thick and too sweet, and the dough is often not as light and fluffy as a dough at Timmy's in their donuts. And of course, you can get the cookies and stuff like that. Most of those pastry shops are pretty expensive. because they're mostly foreign owned, to cater to foreigners. They're really good ones. Um, but they do make a decent go at it. There's bakeries just about everywhere you go. But you got to find the foreign ones, not the local Vietnamese ones. Um, a whole heap of Timbits. Absolutely, Nimrod. Absolutely. You gotta get those Timbits, man. Why waste the hole in a donut? You can eat that too. They're called Timbits. Oh yeah. What's that? That hunts and eats other cakes makes a good pet. Okay, you're okay. um, French baguettes, absolutely. That's the big thing here. They love their baguettes. They make those Vietnamese cold cuts sandwiches on a baguette. You can pick up vendors all along the street. You can't throw a rock without hitting a vendor that does those baguette sandwiches. Little carts along the street. A banh mi tet, it's called, which means baguette with meat. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So. Oh, Hilda, stop. You're making me jealous, man. Oh, that's it. That's it. I got to find my way back to Dubai. I gotta load up on that shit. Oh, let's see. No rock throwing. Well, what can I say? That's one of three things in this town. You cannot throw a rock without hitting one. Actually, four things. One, you can't throw a rock in any direction without hitting a language center, okay? A vendor, okay? Freaking uh, a cafe, and a pharmacy. Those four things. You can't throw a rock here without hitting one of them. It's so overdone here. And the thing is, you don't have to travel to a specific place to find these things. There is, okay, get this. There is really literally almost no such thing as a residential neighborhood because every house is a freaking business. Every house here is a goddamn vendor. Every house. The front living room is opened up and they've got the wheeled trolley out the front and they're selling like noodles or they're selling sandwiches or they're selling like confections like chips and things like that for the kids and candy or they're selling milk or whatever. Everybody's house is turned into a friggin' store of some kind. you know it's I should go down the street here, just down the street and take a picture and you'll see what I mean. It's just every house is a friggin' vendor of some kind. There's no such thing as just having a house, go home, quiet neighborhood. No, you go home, you got to walk through your goddamn little pho restaurant in the front room to get to the back of the house and upstairs to the where you live. It's crazy. Poutine. Oh, I haven't had poutine in so long, man. Last time I had poutine was when I was in Canada. Oh, so I miss poutine. Oh, that stuff is so good. And Hilda, you remember in Quebec we used to have a tortière with that brown gravy. Oh man. Oh, talk about goodness. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. It's better than laying on the bed and on the dole. Like at least they're trying to make money and trying to do something. But still, I mean, the whole culture, the whole concept of society here. It's like turned upside down and twisted. It's like it just, oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Mr. 42, hello, hello. Good to see you, my friend. I don't think I've seen you in my side chat before. If I have, it's been a while ago. Good to have you here, my friend. Welcome. Always nice to see you. Ah, man. Demon Orb. Hey, Demon, how you doing, matey? Good to see you too, buddy. Sorry. Haven't seen some of these people in a while. I get excited when they pop in my side chat. I didn't think I was that popular. But yeah, it's always good to have you guys here, man. Always good to have you guys here. Yeah, you can get those here. You can get those here at the local pastry shops and bakeries. They're a bit expensive, but yeah, you can get those here. But the proper cinnamon roll with the cream cheese frosting and forget it. You're not going to find that here. And if you do, it's going to be expensive. Yeah. So let's see what else we got. Carl, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. I didn't think I was. I got a small following, but I sure love the people that follow me because I always have such a good laugh. I have fun talking to you guys. I really do. So, Chris, hey, Chris, how are you, mate? Good to see you, my friend. Guten Tag. Yeah. Bonjour. Buenos dias. Good morning, Vietnam. It's evening now. But yeah, good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Always nice to have you around. So yeah, we're okay. So I guess it's no, we got 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes before the name the place bit. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. Got another little video for it. I hope you enjoy those little music videos of these little tourist destinations. I'm thinking of converting those actually with some voiceover work and making little short Vietnam videos on my channel out of them. What do you guys think? Would you like me to take? I know you've already seen a couple, but if I remaster them with some voiceover and maybe beef them out a little bit more and put them up as independent videos on my channel, would you guys like that? Let me know. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I could probably find enough time in my week to eke one or two out. But yeah, cool. Hey, there you go. All right, Carl. Anyone else? Just sound off. Give me a thumbs up or just sound off. Let me know if you think that's a good idea, and I'll see what I could do about getting them out. Yeah. Okay, gents. Cool. Awesome. And the middle-aged guide to the galaxy. Yeah, exactly. As a matter of fact, that was an idea I was cooking up, and I was actually thinking of you, Hilda, because the last time you were on, you gave me some really fun ideas about how you could make some money, get monetized, the crazy things I could do. And then I started thinking, a lot of my viewers, and I know there aren't many, but a lot of them do like to hear about Vietnam and the interesting things that I've seen and experienced here. But travel videos of Vietnam, they're so overdone. I mean, everybody, there's thousands of travel video blogs on YouTube, and the production is awesome, and they got big ass crews and expensive equipment, and they can afford to get on a plane and go somewhere and film and talk about it. I can't. That's all way out of my reach, and that's not the kind of stuff. So I thought, why don't I kind of do it the way I'm doing it? Get video footage when I can, but do it from the perspective not of a traveler, but of a foreign or expat a local expat who's lived and worked here for a couple of decades. I think that would be a fresh angle. I just got to find a different way to approach it, different things to film rather than just popular tourist destinations. The side streets, the back alleys, the interesting shops that I've found to find things, that kind of thing. It would take a bit of doing, but all I the only thing I really need would be to save up my pennies and get a decent proper camera, so I can hit the streets here locally and film some stuff. Just whatever, and just do these little 2 or 3 minute quick little snippets of life as an expat in Vietnam. You know, I thought it might be fun. Bit of a logistics problem to sort out, and of course, I do definitely have to change the camera because this one here is not gonna not gonna last for long. The one on my phone sucks big time, man. Oh God, what a horrible little camera that is. But yeah, no one caters to our age group. That's right. That's right. All those travel blogs and shit. That's all for the young people who've got money to burn and they got the energy to go globe trotting and gallivanting all over the damn place with their friggin' hippie backpacks and their mountain climbing tours and shit. I'm too old for that crap, So yeah, something more suited to the older traveler, the person who just wants to visit an interesting place and chill and just enjoy the scenery and the culture. You know, I think you're right, Hilda. I think that would be a nice niche. Um, yeah, I like seeing the real scenery, not the dressed up stuff for tourists. Seeing the real thing. You know, um, the local expat can show the cool, real things to do at sea. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, so okay, yeah, tourist destinations have been done to death. And that's why when I do the name of the place, I try to find tourist destinations that are not as well known as the big ones. Everybody here knows about Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Da Nang, Hue, and Hoi An. These are the big tourist destinations in Vietnam. Hai Phum, Halong Bay. I mean, they see thousands upon thousands of tourists and travelers every year, you know. But the places that I've been showing you lately are places that not many people venture to and not as well known, like the one I'm going to show you today, where you kind of need to be a bit of a jungle explorer kind of to be interested in a place like that because it's out of the way. And it's definitely more rural than you might be used to. You're not going to find a McDonald's there. Well, maybe in the city of the central capital, the capital of that area, which is the photo right behind me. Actually, you might find a McDonald's here, but I doubt it. I doubt it. You know. But anyways, let me get that up. So as I said, the photo behind me here. This is I can't remember the name of the town. I'm sorry, but this is the capital, the main city in this area of the country, and I'm just going to put up the name of the place or name that place thing here. Just give me a second. And all right, so there we go. Oh, there. Okay, I got to move out of the way here. So there you go. There's a scene from the place that I'm featuring this week. So if you figure you know the place or you might have an idea, pop it in the chat. And man, if you get it right, you could be on with me next week. And of course, Jens, I owe you a shot. It's up to you whether you want to come on. You're always welcome. You know that. Just let me know. Send me a message, and the door is open for you. Sir Little Wolf as well. Yeah, I still owe him a spot. So if you're out there, Sir Little Wolf, you've got the time and you want to come on, just send me a message and we'll set it up and get you on. Okay. And yeah, and let's see if we can get Hilda back maybe next week or the week after. Okay. I think that would be fun. That would be cool. So yeah, if you guys think you might know the place, pop it in the chat and there you go. Name that place. And I'll give you the hint. This is another destination That's worth a good look, a nice visit in the Central Highlands. So more towards the south, but still it's within the Central Highlands. So yeah, that's all the hints I'm going to give you for now. So yeah, there you go. The thumb of God, he says. No. You've been to Vietnam before, haven't you, Carl? You have. I'm sure you have. A Sable, I know you have. Maybe you can think of the place. Um, but Jens, believe me, there are tourists that come to this city, and they've stopped me and say, "Excuse me, sir, can you tell me where the McDonald's is?" Or actually, ask my girlfriend, "Can you tell us where the McDonald's is?" Believe it or not, I don't get it. I don't get it. McDonald's, fuck that. There's a nice little cafe around the corner that sells the most amazing bun noodles with beef. That's what I tell them. Absolutely. So let's see. What do we got here? Steaming cup of reason. That's the finger of God. No, it's not. It's not the finger of God. No, no. It's mine. A thumb of God? Let's see what Sable's got to say. If that's the one I think it is, it was about halfway up the side of it on a narrow stone staircase with no railing, and there was a boulder in the way. So we had to either lie down or crawl under it. Um, I think you might be right. I don't quite recall. It's been so long since I've been in that part of the country. Um, yeah, no, I can't confirm that, Sable. I can't confirm that. Sorry. Let's see. No, this is not the one with the big statue. I don't think. I don't think so. I mean, it could be. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Let's see. Yeah, torrential downpours. Yeah, and they do come from four different directions at times, depending on where you are. If you get the right spin in the wind, it's hitting you from everywhere, man. Rains can get serious here. Yeah, it's central. Yeah, Central Highland, between Hoi An and Da Nang. Um, no, I don't think so. Could be, but no, I don't think so. Hmm. I can't really remember. Again, I can't confirm that, but yeah, I think your head's in the right kind of area. I just need you to tell me the name of the place if you know it. Yeah, the Mekong does have pretty huge Buddhas. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. It must be pretty hot and dry in Dubai right now. Hmm. Oh, you have to go talk to the Candy Queen. Well, you say hello to that sweet little thing, okay? Tell Molly Score says hi and hope she's got a good bucket of candy. Gotta have that candy. Hmm? You tell her I said hi and big hugs and hope I see her again sometime. Um, hey, Christian, good to see you, my friend. Nice to see you again. Hello, hello. Let's see. Hoi An and Da Nang, there's a 6 mile beach. Maybe that wasn't the ridge then. Okay. Yeah, they got long beaches here. Long beaches. As a matter of fact, I think Da Nang, near the north part of it, I think, is where you'll find the fabled or the famous China Beach. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. You got about 30 minutes before you Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you popped in and said hello. And I hope you have a good practice with your band. You got a gig coming up soon, I take it. Yeah. Want to fill us in? Gonna make a video? Send us a link, man. We'll put it up. Absolutely. And that's another thing, guys. I just want to remind you all. I know you guys are all kind of regulars here, but I'm sure you guys probably know some people that have channels or have just started channels or are wanting to get the word out on a new channel. Let me know. Let me know. I want to push and help every new creator I can, because the new creators are the ones that really need to support the most. The big guys, that they've made their 1,000 subs and they're monetized. They can take it off on their own by for now. From there on, I would like to get new creators, fresh creators, people who are unsure of the water, testing the waters. First video is out, and they just want to get their name out there. I'd love to have them on, talk to them, let people know about them. That's the kind of thing I want to do on this channel, on this stream. I think that would be so cool. Well, if you do come across someone you think deserves a bit of a push and you'd like some help, you send them my way, man. I'll gladly put them on here. I know I don't have a lot of viewers. I don't have a lot of subs like you do, Mr. 42. I've been at this 3 years. I still can't crack 600, but hey, I'll do what I can. So, absolutely. Anybody, somebody needs a bit of a helping hand, I'm more than happy. Have them on. Absolutely. What's Chris got to say? I recognize that mountain. It's Weathered Top, where Frodo was attacked by the ring wraiths. No, it's not. It does kind of look like it, though. You got a point there, Chris. It does kind of look like it. No, I'll leave it up for a little while longer and see if you guys figure it out. And yeah, cool. Hey, if you want to spread the word about them or something, I'm more than happy to talk about it and put a link in my chat. Absolutely. Might not be much, but I'll do what I can to help. If you're a new creator and you're struggling to get things started, I know the feeling. I'm still in that struggle. So more than willing to add my hand to the work. Absolutely. So everybody here has a voice. That's my plane. That's my thing. Cool. Band practice. Yeah, cool. Cool. Real cool. So any more guesses, guys? Any idea where this might be? Heavy metal tuba man. Yeah. That's some heavy metal, man. Absolutely. Dragging that shit around. Woo. Awesome. The heavy metal tuba man. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, yeah, I don't have much else to talk about, folks. Sorry. I had my I had my gun control rant. Then I had my crying over Cinnabons. And then I had my bit with what else did we talk about? Who fucking knows? Oh yeah, my plans for the channel and such. Yeah, that's right. You see, I'm getting old, starting to forget things. Alzheimer's is kicking in, I think. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Christian. They do say that only the untalented practice, but I don't think that's the case for you. I think it's just a case of, keeping the lips loose and keeping the old lungs going. I'm sure you're doing just fine there, buddy. Even though you could be a great musician, but if you don't practice regularly, you can get rusty. I'm sure Chris can attest to that. He's been he's been doing it for decades, man. But it shows. Great music, really great tune. You're a very talented man, Chris. You're a very talented man. I wish I had that kind of talent. I really do. So practice, play, play, practice. That's right. Exactly. You should equate one with the other. It should be as much fun to practice as it is to play. Otherwise, it's not worth doing, right, Chris? I mean, that's the way I see it. Now, see, Sable agrees. He can attest to that. I was born great, and I've been getting rustier and rustier ever since. See, proof's in the pudding. There you go. Proof's in the pudding, isn't it, Sable? Oh man, you guys are crazy. You guys are romping crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to let it go for another, say, 2 minutes. And if I haven't got any guesses, then I'll fill you guys in on where this place is. Okay. It's a really, really cool place. Really is. Um, and one of the big things to see when you're there is the traditional weaving that they do for their costumes. It's really, really beautiful. Um, Very cool. Very, very cool. And pretty ladies too. Oof. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, you got your old ones too, but but yeah, absolutely. There is a fun and healthy way to train your tongue. There you go. See, a fun and healthy way to train your tongue. To do what? I don't know, but there you go. Awesome. That's cool, Christian. As long as you're enjoying it, then that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. More power to you. Russ M. Hello, Russ. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if I'm not mistaken, Russ M is someone I know from the office. Am I right, Russ? Hmm? Yeah. One of our newer teachers joined this year, I think. Lovely chap, fun to talk to. We often have some good discussions in the smoking room. Hey, Russ. Huh? Okay, well, let's see. Sable, 20-something Vietnamese ladies in the Central Highlands. A fun and healthy way to train your tongue. Wow. that, that is, oh, there's ladies present. There's ladies. You got a point. But yeah, there's ladies. Oh, that's Sable. Okay, guys, I guess I might as well do the big reveal. I don't think anyone's going to figure this one out. So, where is this place? Well, let me just show you. It is a place in the Central Highlands called Daklak. Really, really wonderful part of the country. Worth every minute of your time to go see. It takes a couple of days to really enjoy the place well, but there's some really cool stuff to do. And I've got a little video with my usual photographic montage of this area and some of the things you can see and do there. And one of the towns is really cool. They got street art. They got stuff painted on the sides of houses and stuff. Really cool, man. Um, it's a great place for artists to go and just lovers of nature and wildlife. It's just a really interesting place. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to run that video for you. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know afterwards what you think of the video. And again, I'm thinking of converting these with some voiceover for independent release videos on my channel, if that's something you'd like to see more of. Okay, so here's the video. I'll be back in about 4 minutes or so, and enjoy. Come on, where are you? There we go. And there you go, folks. That was Dak Lak. And if you're looking for a bit of an adventure, some really cool stuff to see and do, really experience the rural culture of Vietnam, it's a definite must see. Remember, if you're going to visit Dak Lak, you might want to give yourself 2 or 3 days to spend some real quality time there. It's absolutely beautiful country, really nice people, and the food is actually pretty good. Did you catch that at the beginning of the video? How they do their fishing? Yeah, a couple of metal rods connected to a car battery. They zap the friggin' lake and then stun the fish and they collect them and put them in tanks. And then when they're ready to eat them, they just pluck them out, butcher them, and into the pot they go. You know? But yeah, so that was it. Dak Lak. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you'd like to see videos like these little montages I do for Name the Place, uh, let me know because I'll just see if I can beef them out a little bit and add some voiceover and release them as individual videos. So yeah, absolutely. So that's it. I haven't really got much else. Let's see, what do we got here? Uh, Drain you waterfall country. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Well, take care, Christian. I hope you have a good gig, man. Uh, and how's the humidity around Christmas? If you're talking about here in Vietnam, it can get pretty thick because that's still in the rainy season. So we get hot days, the clouds build up, and then we get our downpours. So it can get pretty thick as far as humidity is concerned, but not always. Uh, but yeah, if you're planning on visiting around that time, you probably want to prepare for some humidity. Just no getting around it, you know. Um, let's see. Oh, cool. There you go, Hilda. Sable has put in a link to the local weather here. Yeah, cool. Very cool. Well, thank you, Chris. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, so that's it, guys. I don't really have a whole hell of a lot to share with you. Uh, Again, I'll have another interesting place to show next week. Um, you know, do a little research, see if I can find an out of a way place that a tourist might not necessarily come across unless told about it. But an interesting place to visit. There's lots of them around the country. So let me dig it up and see what I can find for next week. And yeah, we'll see what we come up with. Cool. You're welcome, Chris. And oh, sorry, Carl. You're welcome. I love doing those. I love doing those. They're not that hard to put together. They don't take me a whole bunch of time. You know, I can fit it into my schedule, and it gives you guys something a little bit extra instead of just the talking head. You know, so I like doing it. I love doing it. So I'm having fun doing them. Let's see. Chris said, make sure your voiceovers aren't too sterile. Put in some occasional expat comments to make us feel it's not from a travel agent. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Chris, absolutely. I'm not going to do this as a narrated freaking uh, commercial voiceover for a travel agency. No way. I'm gonna talk plain and tell you what I think of the place and just exactly things I think you should watch out for and things I think you're gonna like. And my first piece of advice and my last piece of advice to every tourist I ever talk to: get the fuck away from McDonald's and eat what the locals eat. Experience Vietnam the way it was meant to be, the way it is. Okay. When in Rome, do as Romans do. Eat as Romans eat. Okay. Broaden the palate, broaden your experience. Trust me, you'll thank me for it later. Okay. Absolutely. Let's see. First time in Vietnam, bus from a beach in Cambodia into central Ho Chi Minh City, 10 minutes in a hotel foyer, discussing plans for the evening, and was getting CPU temperature critical feelings. Yeah, 20 minutes in the shower, absolutely on full cold, absolutely get yourself chilled down. And still too hot and back in the shower. You're right, it does sometimes just get too damn hot. But it's amazing how quickly you do a, acclimate. That's the word I was looking for. It does come. It does happen fairly quickly, and after a while, you're just enjoying stuff so much, and you don't even think about it anymore. You know. But yeah, it is damn hot. It is damn hot. So yeah. I don't have a whole hell of a lot. Oh, here. Let's see what Jens has to say. One example from personal experience: British cuisine for tourists isn't all that good. British cuisine for the locals is far better. And that's often the case. That's often the case. You want to really enjoy the food of a country, find the out of the way places, find the little side streets and the little vendors that people don't really know too much about unless somebody says, "Hey, I know a really good place just around the corner there," buried in a hole in the wall, but you probably find the best damn noodles or the best damn fish you ever had. You know, that's how you travel. That's how you enjoy the cuisine of a country. Don't go to the big name restaurants. They just westernize it for your tastes, and just to give you the feeling of eating Vietnamese food, but it's not really true Vietnamese. So, uh, there you go. Everybody, get out there. Let's go subscribe to his daughter. Okay, we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do that right now. Give me a second here. Clicking on that link. Okay. And here we go. Lily Malls 123 YouTube. There she is. There's the Candy Queen. Awesome. Subscribe, notifications all. There you go, kiddo. You got my sub. Everybody, let's get over there and help her out. Hey, let's get her started. My little Candy Queen. Awesome. Awesome. Go, Molly, go. There you go. You tell that girl that she's got my sub. Awesome. Loving it. Woohoo. Let's see what else. Yeah, exactly. Always follow the locals when you're looking for a restaurant. Yeah, if the locals shun the place, then don't go there. Exactly. They shun it for a reason. Absolutely. Um, what's this? Well, yeah, beware of dodgy spots. But if you've got a local Vietnamese with you, they'll know the dodgy spots. They'll know the places where you shouldn't go, because they're not right clean or you know yeah. You want to make sure you've got a trustworthy Vietnamese friend or something with you, if you can, to kind of help you find or navigate through the dodgy spots. But generally speaking, you get off the beaten path. That's where you're going to find the real food, the good stuff. You know, the second time he was here, a group went off to KFV. You mean KFC, right? For breakfast. Went down some narrow alleyway and had proper pho ba. Yeah, absolutely. That's normal here. Whatever they eat for dinner is just as good for breakfast. They don't have the distinction between breakfast meals and lunch meals. Like in the West, we're used to breakfast is usually scrambled eggs or something, or bacon, cereal, toast, juice. And then lunch is like a sandwich or something. And then dinner is like a steak or whatever. We don't have those divisions of different types of meals during the day. Here's whatever they got. You got pho left over from last night, then good enough. That's breakfast, you know. And they'll eat it the same way they do in the evening. Lots of chili, lots of whatever, Absolutely. That's the way it is here. Food's food. They don't give a shit what time of day it is. Absolutely. Um, well, you can get some good doner kebabs here, but they're not quite the same. Um, you're on the Candy Queen. There you go. Thanks, Hilda. Awesome. Awesome. Food is food, says Carl. Absolutely. Well, it's sad to say, but for a lot of the Vietnamese here, KFC is like haute cuisine. That's like a night out on the town, you know, because in relation to the average local salaries that most Vietnamese earn, KFC can be a bit expensive. So for them, it's a real treat. So, and they treat it as such, you know. Absolutely. You got it, Nimrod. Absolutely. So glad that I'm part of there. Hope she does well. I've got all notifications set to on, so looking forward to see what seeing what she pops up. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay, it's me, Mario Rui. Hello and goodbye. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Sorry, I didn't catch you popping in earlier. That's kind of rude of me. I do apologize, but it's always good to see you, my friend. Thank you very much for dropping by, and I hope I see you here next week. Catch on to you a bit early. We can have a little bit of a back and forth. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. So take care, Mario. Awesome. And that's about it, guys. I'm already over time. I'm going to call it. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. You know how much I appreciate it. I love you all for it. You guys are the best. Just thanks so much from everybody. And I'll see you guys again next week, provided nothing explodes or prevents me from coming on. But again, keep an eye on the community tab on the Score channel and the Discord. Anything that comes up, I post it there right away. So until then, thanks everybody. Ciao. We'll see you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.